Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee from the Skill Builder channel, and I'm delighted to say on this lovely sunny day I'm back with Robert from Tiffin. You may have seen a previous video where we visited one of their sites. They specialise in restoration work, damp proofing, and a specialist interest in heritage buildings.
That's right, we're a very old business, 330 years, 1695.
Whoa.
Yes.
You've got an interesting job here. This is a school actually, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. It's a very large school. This is only one of the buildings. There must be 10 buildings of this size all the way round.
So there's a lot of new build, but this is the old one.
Yes.
How old is this, do you know?
I believe 1906.
So has it got a damp proof course?
Yes, it has, and we discovered it. This damp proof course is actually 4 or 5 courses below this paving level. And over the years, they re-landscaped the outside of the building for one reason, shape or form or another. Instead of excavating out and taking it down properly, they've just built it up and built it up and built it up.
So they bridged the damp proof course?
Yes,
By a lot.
5 courses.
That's almost criminal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a... So down, we'll have a look in a minute, but down there it steps down. So that would be probably where the existing ground level was. And all this bit has been built up.
That's exactly what you're looking at.
But the ground runs away. This is all paved all the way down for about, what, 100 metres. It's all running downhill, and it's still, is this falling here?
Yeah, it's still falling.
So it falls all the way to the building, and then they buried the damp proof course. That's insane, isn't it? So what have you actually done then? So this patio is all here, wasn't it? So you're not going to touch this.
Yeah, and there wasn't any open gullies that we've got here, and there's another one here.
Yeah.
So the water just ran down here against the wall, and then it ran off in that direction. But of course, it's got to hit this wall before it goes off that way. And also, when we started hacking off the render so we can expose the brickwork and put in the AirDrain.
So what have we got here? We've got brick, haven't we? That's not stone, that's brick.
That's brickwork.
But it was all rendered, sand and cement.
Yes.
They probably put a waterproofer in it or something.
Yes, that's right. And also on all the paintwork here, it had all the plastic coatings. And of course, all the water gets in between the cracks and crevices, and it never has a chance to evaporate out. This then becomes saturated.
Just to summarise this, they built up the ground levels, they covered the damp proof course, they then covered the building in a waterproof plastic paint. Moisture had nowhere to escape. Was it very damp when you uncovered it?
Absolutely saturated.
Was it? How long has it been uncovered now?
This has been uncovered 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Okay, so even though we've had a hot summer and a lot of dry weather, there was still a huge amount of damp locked in that building, which would have stayed there if you hadn't uncovered it.
On the inside, we recommended to do exposure work inside this wall here, and this is all timber suspended floors throughout here. And we've uncovered little sort of 300 by 300 holes and inspected all the joists sitting on wall plates, and all the wall plates are decayed right throughout this wall.
I notice you've put some air bricks in this, so that's going to increase the ventilation under the floor. Yeah.
And these air bricks that run through here are the same level behind under this.
Oh, okay, so they're inside.
AirDrain.
The air bricks are inside your air drain.
Correct.
For those who don't know about the AirDrain, this is your invention, this is your idea.
Yes, that's right.
What is this stuff?
It's resin based, virtually like fiberglass really.
Yeah. So what's the difference between this and an ACO drain?
Well, this is a C-section channel where the open part of the C-section goes against the wall, so it allows maximum evaporation off the brickwork. You've got continual air movement throughout its length.
It's basically like a duct that goes all the way around the building, and that allows the air to move through it and the evaporation to take place, and anything that is caught down below, you've put in what we might call a French drain, a land drain.
We put a land drain in right at the bottom, I would say about 1/2 metre deep.
Right down near the base.
Yeah.
Is this a step foundation here?
No, we didn't get to that part.
Oh really?
No,
it goes down a fair way. Okay.
Yeah, and you can see the land drain that goes down there that comes out the end, and that goes from far end to far end.
You've got to do the inside, you've got to do the outside. What about the rest of the building?
We've done a survey of all the properties here, making our recommendations, maintenance, the tiles to the ridges, to the gutters, downpipes, state of the renders, what to do, how to do it. Some of the windows are still timber, so we've recommended all the necessary repairs on those. This is going to be something they'll probably be taking chunks out of over the next 2 years as their budgets allow. Any energy saving, anything that's energy related is 0 rated at the moment, but that's being changed early next year to 5%. And
is this energy related?
It is energy related as well.
Oh, okay.
Because the drier your brickwork, the warmer the brickwork, wetter the brickwork, the colder it is.
Okay, so this is where you hacked off, you put the air drain in.
That's right, we put the air drain in parallel to the brickwork. Part of when we started hacking this off, we discovered a brick plinth that had been built, a brick on edge, which was 3.5 inches deep, just planted on it. And this was done for aesthetic purposes, probably 70 years ago. Put no damp-proof membrane at the back of it, no physical ties, no damp-proof course. And that plinth had become totally live. We had to take the plinth out completely all throughout its length, prepare the brickwork, and now, of course, we put the air drain in and we're finishing it.
So what are you rendering with?
Sand and cement, no waterproof, fairly weak mix, keep it as vapor open as possible.
So you don't want to put waterproofer in because you don't want to trap the moisture. But a lot of people think, oh, put waterproofer in it. Of course, that's a mistake.
Buildings breathe.
Yeah.
This is what we've got to remember.
I always thought that with render, that plasterers put waterproofer into render because it gives them time to work. And actually, it just locks the moisture in. It's
that
not.
thinking came with using cementitious render systems in basements and below ground. All of this building is all sand and cement work. So we put a bell drip detail in at good high level, so if it pours with rain, this is a southwest facing corner. It takes a lot of the weather throughout the year, so it's got to be protected properly.
I notice it's got a pretty good eaves on it though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got excellent eaves on it. The roofs are very large, but it's only got these small gutters, taking huge roof slopes. These will all be overflowing as well in heavy rain. What we're recommending is to put larger detailing for the gutters and escape of water, and then down into these two new gullies that we're putting in here.
Those new gullies you put in, I take it you tested the drains, they're good,
Yes, we did a big water test on them.
It's a bit of a weird step out, this, isn't it?
Yes, and this is an architectural idea they obviously had, aesthetical idea, probably 70 years ago. It just shows how deep the floor void is behind here in this particular area, and that is an air brick.
That's under the floor?
Yes.
Oh, right.
And this has been built, if it was built originally as part of the building, this air brick will be on the surface. For some reason or another, it's built a brick on edge all the way up to this point here. There was no damp-proof membrane behind it, no DPC at DPC level, and of course this was just holding moisture.
That's a totally weird thing to do, isn't it?
Totally weird.
You continue this all the way through now, taking this off.
Yeah.
So this is the lovely spray coat that they put on, yeah?
Many years ago, as you can see, all where we're standing now had foliage was above our heads.
Yes,
right? Big bushes, nobody could see it. This is the net result. You can see how it just peels away.
So this was all the rage at one time, wasn't it?
Yes.
It looks to me like there might have even been some kind of lime plastering.
Yes.
Whitewash stuff going on, and somebody sprayed straight over the top of it with what is basically a plastic, isn't it?
Yes.
So yeah, you can understand how that would just trap the moisture in.
Yes.
And that lovely pebble dash effect there.
This is very common throughout the buildings around here. There's some more modern buildings, they've all got some kind of damp related problems at low ground level.
At some point a salesman came up and said to him, this is the answer. This is what you want. You'll have no more problems. Maintenance free.
Yeah, that was the word they used. Maintenance free. Never have to repaint it again. This is where we pulled back and cut back some vegetation for them. This is typical of how the moisture's being held against the wall, and it gets in behind these paints, and you can see it moving. Look at that. Full up, and there's a waste pipe going into it. This is a really good example of where you've got internal damp problems and you know externally how do you address it. So they've tried to put a vertical damp membrane with vertical slate bedded on mortar, and of course we know those joints aren't waterproof. They will let by. Although they've tried to do a really cracking job here, you aren't going to stop the mortar getting in these joints, getting down these gaps. This gully here is failing. It's all blocked with rubbish as well, so whenever there's a heavy downpour of rain, water just gets in everywhere.
You would recommend against putting a vertical slate damp proof?
I would put the air drain in. I've only just invented the idea. This is probably the next best thing you could try and do, but it's not allowing the evaporation of existing moisture.
It's just trapping it and it moves it further up the wall, really.
Yes, it does.
Robert, a lot to do here, haven't you?
Yes, we're in the shade now, so that's nice.
Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you very much, Roger. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
I hope you found this video interesting and useful, and if you want more details of where to buy the air drain, then follow the links in the description below. And I would just add that it's suitable for level access. You can run wheelchairs across it. It's plenty strong enough for that.